Hey, what's up everybody? Nexel here. So we are playing Kingdom Hearts Union Cross again today, and we're gonna start actually by looking at this new campaign, the Falling Price deal. So you get 2 new medals in here. It's gonna be your typical standard Falling Price deal where you pay, I think they have the prices down here. Yeah, so the first one you're gonna pay 3,000 jewels for the first draw. The second one's gonna be 500 less, and then 300 less, 200 less, 100 less, until you're pulling 1,900 per 10 medal draw. Now that's really good, especially since it does come with the guaranteed 1 to 3 orbed tier 4 or tier 5 even. But I do have a few comments on that just a little bit later. For now, let's take a look at the 2 medals that they come with. So they either come with HD Ventus or SP Ansem. And of course, during this campaign, you could get them boosted, where both the defense and the attack will be boosted by 1,000. So these are the 2 medals here. So we've got the upright green HD Ventus and the reverse red SP Ansem. The HD Ventus is going to be 11 hits, lowers defense of all targets by 2 tiers for 1 turn, and inflicts more damage the more special attacks used in succession. So this is going to be more or less an upright green version of the Maleficent Dragon medal, except instead of taking HP, the damage is going to be based on how many special attacks used in succession, which really doesn't matter because odds are you're going to be putting this somewhere towards the front, if not the middle. Just because you're going to want that general defense down going on for your entire turn. And it only costs 3 gauges, which is also good. Then SP Ansem, it's going to be the reverse power one. It's going to deal 7 hits, raises strength by 1 tier for 3 turns, and lowers defense of all targets by 1 tier for 3 turns. Inflicts more damage the higher the slot number. Now this is another one where you're probably going to want to have it towards the beginning of your blade, again so that the rest of the blade gets the buffer. And unfortunately, looking at both of these, they're nothing really noteworthy, especially since they released 0.2 Kyrie just the other week. Because for HD Ventus, yes, -2 general defense is really good, especially for events where you're dealing with high-level enemies like Colosseum, or what's another one for like high-level Union Cross ones. But the thing is, with 0.2 Kyrie coming out just the other week, you can use a 0.2 Kyrie, go into another one of the copy key arts, so key arts Air, Bond, or Beginnings, and then you've already got -2 general defense. So that's what I would do to replace this -2 general defense down. Again, nothing really too special about this one unless you plan on, really going high in Colosseum. The next one, SP Ansem, this one is only good if you have extra attack, in my opinion. Because without that extra attack, the max this will ever hit is +3 general strength and then -3 general defense on the enemies. And that's after 3 turns. Now, ideally, you'd want to, just defeat them in the 1 turn for most objectives. Or you just wouldn't want to draw it out for that long, in my opinion. And you're paying 3 gauges just to use it. So, they're good medals, especially if you're new to the game. If you have like a very limited medal selection, they're really good, just because they're buffers. And unfortunately, I don't see a multiplier on them, so I'd have to check the wiki later. Actually, you know what? We can just check it right now. Let's see here. But yeah, while I look this up, again, if you're a new player, these are really good. Especially if you want to be a new player that ranks higher, because nowadays without any sort of general defense down, you're not getting anywhere. But let's see. Alright, my internet's being really slow. Unfortunately, I won't be able to pull that up. But yeah, the main point of these medals are the buffs, unless you plan on whaling and being able to get both, or you're really lucky and you get 2 and you're able to guilt it right away. So what are my thoughts on this? I don't think this one is worth pulling unless you plan on whaling or spending lots of money on it, because the Falling Price deal only really makes any sense if you plan on pulling at least 3 times. And, you know, for people who are able to pull 5 or more times, that's great. This deal is totally for you. Go ahead, guild some tier 4s, tier 5s, and it's definitely a good deal if you're able to shell out the money on it. Otherwise, if you're only able to do the one pull, because let's see, you buy this, you buy an avatar board, if you bought 0.2 Kyrie and you're either free to play or you don't spend a lot of money to play, you might actually not have too many jewels remaining. So this one, I'd really only recommend for people who are able to shell out the money continuously for this. Again, these 2 medals are buffers, and they're not exclusives like the key arts, the sky, beginning, and bonds, or any of the EX medals. So these are going to be in the pool of medals that you'll be able to draw from. So again, you use them for their buffers for the most part, unless you're able to guild them. And yeah, I don't think this is worth pulling unless you're able to just shell out the money for it. So that's my take on these 2 medals right now. There are so many better ones here. This Ansem, if you're looking at the 1-turn game, it's significantly worse in comparison to that 0.2 Kyrie that just dropped. I don't know if it's actually still available. I knew it was a really long campaign. If my game would load here. But yeah, if you're still saving for a 0.2 Kyrie, don't even waste any jewels on this at all. It's not even worth it. Let's see. Let's go to the shop. Yeah, see, she's still there. She's still there for 5 more days. So, honestly, unless you plan on whaling, unless you plan on making the most of those 1900 jewel pulls, which is really good. 1900 pulls means you're getting 3 pulls for less than the cost of 2 normal pulls. But if you're saving for 0.2 Kyrie, go for that. If you ever feel like just, you know, rolling for fun, falling price is always fun. But other than that, that's all I could say on this one. Hopefully this gave you guys some insight as to why you should or should not pull for this one. And yeah, that's it, guys. That's all I gotta say. Until the next video, as always, take it easy.